Here at Uscreen, we've helped thousands of business owners launch successful memberships. So we've seen a thing or two when it comes to growth strategies that actually work. And a lesson we learned along the way is that membership growth can be a slow process. If you're coming from the world of e-commerce or courses, where there's the adrenaline rush of launch, sell, slow growth can be scary. But here's the truth. With the membership model, slow and steady growth is more than okay. Unlike one-time sales that give you a quick burst of cash before disappearing, each member you add with the membership model adds to that growing stream of steady income. But with all that said, there are still things you can do to give your community a kick. I'm going to show you 3 membership growth strategies to speed up that growth rate. And we're going to start by focusing on retention. Now, talking about retention to speed up your membership's growth might sound a little funny at first, but without retaining your members, no growth strategy is actually going to impact your business's bottom line. Think about your membership like a bucket. If there's a hole in the side of that bucket, it won't matter how much water you pour in on top. You're never going to fill that bucket all the way until you patch the holes. That leaky bucket is exactly what happens when you focus on acquiring new members over keeping the ones you already have. So maybe instead of asking, how can I get new members? A better question to ask is, how can I make my current members so happy that they never want to leave? The fastest way to get that answer is by getting feedback. Early and often. Polls and surveys are a great place to start, but nothing will beat a one-on-one or small group conversation to get a real read on how your members are feeling. Filmmakers Academy is a membership that went all in on getting feedback, and it completely changed the way they talk about their offer. They surveyed more than 300 people by email, but talked to some people one-on-one for even more in-depth answers.
In person, we interviewed 3 people in depth, like, okay, what do you love? What do you like? What's going on? What do you think, right? And it helped us a lot, especially in understanding who our consumer is, right? What do they do for a living? Are they full-time filmmakers? Do they want to be professionals? Who's our consumer? And we learned a lot. And that's when the new messaging came out. From that survey,
the team at Filmmakers Academy didn't just ask general questions. They got specific, and because these interviews were all about finding out more about their customers, they went hard on questions about their jobs and how they identify. The more specific you get in your questions, the more likely it will be you'll get actionable answers, which is what this strategy is all about. For example, if you want to boost your community engagement, you wouldn't want to ask, what do you like about the community? Instead, you might ask, what would make you want to post in the community more often? After your feedback conversations, it's a nice touch to give a small reward to people who shared their thoughts. This doesn't have to be crazy. A digital freebie or handwritten thank you note can go a long way towards making your members feel appreciated and more likely to share their thoughts in the future. Don't just limit yourself to current members either. Former members can also be a great source of information. So even if it feels awkward, go ahead and reach out to a couple former members or people who never completed their free trial and find out why they canceled. They might be willing to tell you things that your current members are willing to overlook, and they could show you how to improve your onboarding. When you get feedback and act on it, that better experience leads to better retention. That way, when we move on to strategies 2 and 3, you're set up for real growth and you won't just be treading water. And strategy 2 is all about turning those happy customers into advocates. The simplest way to do that is to get testimonials. Because here's the thing, you could be the best at writing persuasive copy for your website, but without social proof, you're gonna find a harder time converting members. Having testimonials from customers on your website increases your credibility. They show that real people have got value from your content and benefited from joining your membership. In fact, 72% of consumers will only take action after they've read a positive review. That's why the Children's Music Membership Prodigies has an entire page on their website dedicated to video testimonials and examples of what kids are really learning with the membership, and why Elite Guitarist features student reviews directly on their homepage. No matter how you display testimonials, getting them should be a top priority to speed up your membership's growth. But how do you get testimonials. If your members said kind things in your one-on-one or group conversations when you got feedback, you might already have clips and quotes that you can use on your membership page. Or you can borrow comments and feedback from real members who are sharing their experience in the community, like your Saltwater Guide does on their homepage. And to get new testimonials, you can borrow a strategy from the basketball training membership in the Lab Plus.
We do have like a pretty engaged fan base. And I generally find if we tell people like, hey, we're going to shout you out on Instagram or YouTube or any platform, we will get people that want to just send it in just to be seen. A lot of our jobs as creators and what we do is like to make people feel seen. And I think that's something that gets swept under the rug. So if you can make them feel seen and appreciated, they're going to want to do it just naturally.
Creating advocates doesn't have to be just testimonials either. With Uscreen's Refer a Friend tool, you can reward your members for inviting their peers and becoming an advocate for your membership. When your members' referrals complete their first invoice, your member will get a free month of access. And all of this is automated, so all you need to do is support your members and encourage them to share their link. Turning your members into advocates is powerful, but it doesn't address a huge segment of potential customers who don't know anybody that's already on the inside. And that's what brings us to growth strategy number 3, improving your funnel. Every potential member goes through the stages of becoming aware of your membership, becoming interested in your membership, making a decision to join or not, and taking action after that. At every step, you have the opportunity to fine-tune how you connect with potential members and encourage them to move to the next stage. Tyler Muto, the founder of the dog training membership Consider the Dog, has had a lot of success by publishing free content on YouTube to drive interest.
And allowing people to get a little taste of your teaching style, but also see that like if they follow your direction, like it works. And then they start to go, well, geez, like if that's what he's willing to give away for free, like I wonder what I get if I actually pay.
By publishing content that gets real results for his potential members, Tyler is building trust in those new viewers. But those viewers who trust him now need to know that the membership exists. There's an old marketing rule of thumb that still holds true today called the rule of 7. And loosely, it means that people need to see an ad up to 7 times before the message really sinks in. This is where self-sponsorship comes in. In your regular videos, when you're providing great free value, take a minute to talk about your membership and the offer and why it's worth joining. Trust me, after seeing so many ads for VPNs or mobile games, I would be thrilled if a creator I trusted took the time to talk about something they cared about instead. These funnel tips can get you started, but they're really only scratching the surface of what you can do with YouTube to market your membership. And to get the most out of it, you should answer questions like, what content will work best for me? How can I move people from interest to action? And what kind of calls to action should I use? We've created a free training that will help you answer these questions and master the YouTube marketing funnel. You can check it out at the link on screen or visit uscreen.link/YT funnel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you over there.